You are live.
Live.
This is always so weird when Scott's not here, and I don't remember. Like, I don't do this often enough. Like,
Where's
it
the
feels like I
button?
don't click on it. There's fire noise.
There's the fire noise button. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? And welcome to this week's episode 233 of the STS Guys. Hey, I'm Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And we are the STS Guys, a weekly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. What's going on this week? Larry.
Well, we're back, which is great. But yeah, it's the two of us. And if Scott was here, he'd probably say, it's been a week.
It's been a week.
It has been a week. It's been a couple of weeks, but yeah, it's definitely been interesting.
Yeah, that's okay. Bi-weekly. I think bi-weekly is good. Like, we're not officially locking in bi-weekly, but I mean, bi-week is good. There hasn't been like a whole lot of stuff. Like,
I think that's the
Marvel
problem,
movies.
right? It's like there hasn't been like a lot of stuff. It's
really.
a weird kind of lull right now, and I think I think it'll hopefully start picking up. Like I said, with different stuff. Like I said, coming up. Like I said, we have some movies coming out. We have some shows coming out. We have some events coming up. Like hopefully it'll start to pick up steam a little, just a tad.
I mean, yeah. I can think of a couple of things, right? Like the Ant-Man movie comes out in a couple of weeks, which is good. Mandalorian trailer came out. So there's at least like two things. There's a Star Wars.
I can't wait to talk about that Ant-Man trailer, just because.
We should totally do that
here in a little bit.
Because
I have thoughts on that one.
All right, cool. I'm still very much looking forward to that one. But yeah, that's only a couple weeks away. I saw tickets are on sale. I guess I got to figure that out just in case. I don't think it's going to be hard to get tickets, but
I don't think
still want to lock. I'm going to go that first day, so I might as well lock.
I will definitely go the first day. It'll probably be it's the first movie I've been to in probably it'll probably be the first movie I've been to in quite a while. Probably since Spider-Man. No, I didn't even see Spider-Man the first day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably been, like I said, at least over a year. I said since I've seen a movie. They said the first day that came out. So.
Yeah, because like Thor, and you didn't see that one either. I remember. I don't know. This I think it'll be good, but it's Ant-Man. Like, it should be good enough. Ed mentions that Star Trek Picard comes out in February too. So
yeah, last season.
Cool. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't.
Well, Patrick Stewart.
He's old. Yeah. I guess you couldn't stretch that one out for too much further. I don't watch that one. My wife does. I had not heard anything about Picard, so that's cool if you're a Star Trek fan.
Yeah, no, like it's definitely. I said it's definitely kept up. Like I said, it's been pretty decent.
That's good. Did you buy anything? Do anything good?
First and foremost, I said I'll have to show off. I'm like, bought something for Larry. I said watch it because we live in the good old state of Texas. I said did a yeehaw was going down, and I said what I'm dubbing probably the Great Purge. I said in my life right now, right? just getting rid of a few different things. You may notice, like I said, there's some pops missing. I said from the background. Ended up actually selling. I said a lot of my pops. So drove down, like I said, halfway between here and Houston, so to meet basically the seller halfway, and then of course you got to stop at a Buc-ee's.
Yes.
Yes. And so I said, on the Buc-ee's, so as soon as you enter a Buc-ee's, right? So they typically have whatever their new T-shirt is, for the month right there. And so T-shirts this time, and they're all a Valentine's Day ones, so they're all crappy. They're all pink and weird and tie-dye.
Yeah, not for me.
However, though, I said, I did spy with my little eye. I'm like, the closest thing that we'll ever get to a pure Buc-ee collectible, the Buc-ee Beaver bobblehead. It's pretty awesome.
That is very, very cool.
It is the coolest thing I think I've seen
That is
in a
amazing.
while. And so I'm like, I had to pick this up for Larry. So
Yes, thank you. Well done, Buc-ee's.
Yes.
Like you said, you never know what you're gonna get when you walk into the Buc-ee store. Yeah, there's t-shirts, yeah, there's beanies and stuff, but occasionally they come up with an extra good gem like that.
I can never escape Buc-ee's for under $50. And
yeah.
Tried and true, didn't happen again.
Yep. Nope. Right. Just passing through, no plans, turn around and go back home. But oh no, gotta buy a couple bobbleheads. So.
Gotta buy a couple bobbleheads.
That is awesome. I will. It'll have a permanent home on my shelf.
Yeah.
Very, very soon.
That will be on its way out to you very, very soon. Only other thing I bought, I said I was actually showing. I said Larry this before the podcast. I said just because I want to hear the music. I said got a hot toy. I said the armorized Deadpool.
That is hot.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That was hot. That's hot. That is really hot.
Yeah, armorized Deadpool.
Cool.
A little like said, I'm like, I don't know how I felt about basically the mashup of just hey, they have all the Venomized series stuff like that, and now they're doing an armorized series.
Okay.
This works really well. Having it in hand, it's a pretty impressive figure.
Hold it up again.
Yeah,
it's really cool. I've never seen a picture of it. Right, it's basically Deadpool kind of with an Iron Man suit, but it still has it looks like Deadpool.
Yeah, still has his swords. Still has everything, right?
The color scheme kind of matches the straps he has and stuff. Yeah. It still is very Deadpool like. So it is a cool mashup.
It's crazy. And then I said the thing about these figures, right? They're all especially all the Iron Man figures. So then this kind of fits the same bill. It's they're all die cast. So cool. he weighs a good 4 or 5 pounds just because of the die cast on him.
He's a hefty boy.
He's a little hefty boy.
That's cool.
But it's I said cool. So first official hot toy I said of the year. I said
nice.
I got a second one too. I got the integrated suit from Spider-Man No Way Home finally came out. So that's
okay, cool.
Chilling over in the display case, but that one's not anywhere near as cool as what this one was.
Yeah, well, that one's different, right? It's a Deadpool, but that mashup. Is there a comic book for that too, or is that just an original thing?
It's an original thing. So
okay.
Right now they're trying to basically figure out is this going to be a new Hot Toys line? Are they gonna go forth and do it? Because like I said, it'd be kind of cool to see a Captain America, like I said in armor, or it'd kind of be cool to see some of these other characters in armor. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's a couple of people who've been modding these. I said to take the movie. I said the movie heads and basically put them on here and basically do the actual crispy Ryan head, Reynolds head sculpts. So I had an unhelmeted version.
Okay.
It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. Sideshow's kind of doing a Funko thing with trying to come up with their own creative idea, right? That maybe doesn't have a movie or a comic book tie-in, but it's still really cool.
Yeah.
Like you said, Captain America would be an easy one to make up. Even I like to kind of see how they come up with a Thor with armor and stuff. Their artists are super talented, right? So you know that they're obviously not going to make it unless it's really cool. But I feel like they have some creative ideas of how to kind of incorporate that design and make some really cool figures. So
we'll see. It's definitely cool. I was nervous at first, right? And I think if they do come out with more in the Armor series, I think I'm definitely gonna pick those up.
Especially if you can get it for a decent price from China.
Yep.
Why not?
Gotta love the China.
Yeah, China. Well, I mean, they'll never be worth any less. It's just a cool figure statue kind of thing. So
yeah,
it's all good.
And I think that is the one thing I said with hot toys and things just in general. They don't. You have a few that go crazy up in price, but the majority of them, it's just they just stay the same.
Yeah,
they don't lose value. They don't gain the value. It's just in all these said trading groups and Facebook groups, you literally you bought it for $300. Like I said, you sell it for
Yeah.
$300. Like
Yeah.
it's so weird, like just to have something that it's a non-depreciating toy, like it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't like 10x like some of the pops do.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't 10x
right?
like some of the pops too, right? And like so there's a couple Alexa ones that'll maybe like so that'll go up in value that are like harder to get.
Okay.
But like I said, even that's been kind of like said not such a big deal lately, just because they've been doing like reissues of stuff.
That's right. I remember you mentioned that last year.
So like, well, if you pay $200-$300, $400 for it, like if you ever need to get rid of it, like you'll get.
That's what I was thinking. Not that you'd ever sell yours, but at some point, like kind of like the pops, your tastes move on. Like things change. If you ever decided you did not want them anymore, like they could quickly find a home for close to what you paid.
And with the pops, right? It's not even that I'm like said out of pops, right?
Yeah.
It's that I'm like. I just slimmed it down to like some choice pieces, right? So like for example, like my little Kevin Smith,
pretty choice Kevin Smith HQ.
That's what HQ.
I think it was today. It was today. On my Facebook memories from 5 years ago was the Making Fun premiere. Or at least like the day we got there. Making Fun premiere is probably the
that showed up in my photo memories because I actually had Purple Couch. I had Purple Couch show up in my feed.
Yeah, see, there you go. Mine was the A-Team van that was outside of Retro City Fest.
Retro City Fest, yes.
Yeah, in Pomona, California. Mine was
Pomona, good old Pomona, California. With the old Daniel Pacina. I said,
God. Oh God. And Ingeniuses. Oh, good times. That was it kind of feels like a long time ago, but at the same time, not.
It was a long like that.
It kind of was 5 years. Like a lot has changed since then, right?
It's changed in 5 years.
Yeah. It is crazy. Ed and Jessica were supposed to be at the Making Fun premiere, but it did not work. I'm sorry. We might have saw you.
Yeah,
maybe not.
We would have definitely saw you. Like I said,
there was
a lot of people.
It was
a lot of people, but it was not like I said. It sounds weird. There's a lot of people, but not a lot of people.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
No, it was reminiscent of like the Fun Days line. Except we were all wearing suits and ties and nice dresses and stuff. It was that really long line where you just kind of knew everybody. We probably would have ran into each other. I mean, what's that guy's name? Cletus Selden. I remember like I saw him like at the lobby. I don't remember who else was there.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, Tony Hawk. I don't remember if I saw Tony Hawk or not. That was the first one I thought of. Zack Ryder and Zach back when he was Zack Ryder. There's a rumor that Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, is coming back to WWE in Royal Rumble like next weekend. So that'll be fun. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it, Ed. Luckily for us, like we don't have to come from Ohio. Like there's no airfare. It is like 6-hour drive over to Hollywood. So it was very last minute. Right. I think we only found out like a week or two before it was happening. It was like, can you go? We're like, yeah, let's just go. Like Jeremy and I think took a day off work and like went up on a Friday, came back on a Sunday or something like that. And it was a super quick.
That's when we had, I said we had our big boy. I said we actually went to Big Boy.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, on the way back. After seeing the Big Boy Wacky Wobbler for like 5 hours. Like it was a really fun weekend. I'm glad we got to go. It was like super jam packed with like so many cool moments and things in like 48 hours. It was one of those trips. But yeah, that was 5 years ago. Crazy. It like I think so. Like you got you parted ways with a lot of pops. I've kind of started to go through mine. Like I have a stack in my closet of ones that I've decided I probably don't need. Right there. Well, there's actually two piles. Right. There's the ones I definitely don't need. Then there's the pile of the ones that I probably don't need. And then there's still boxes like in the garage that I haven't opened from moving 6 months ago. But like, yeah, there's definitely like some thinning that needs to go on. Like one of the big differences, even just between, Austin and here is like I had 3 shelves in Austin and here I only have room for 2 shelves. So if I don't have room to display it, I probably don't need it. Like I need to cut back. I think one of the one of the big like evidence of me cutting back is Funko did that Sid and Marty Krofft NFT drop last week that had a sleeve stack Freddy that I did not go for. Like I skipped the sleeve stack Freddy. Like 5 years ago, I would have been all in on a sleeve stack Freddy. The next one's Teen Titans Go. I would have been all in on a Beast Boy Freddy, but not in 2023. It's okay.
It's like I said, it's definitely just, times are changing. Like,
yeah, it's just different. Like
it's just,
it's been 5-6 years, right? Like it's just, I mean, I'm even just thinking podcast terms, like me Funko collecting terms, it's going on like 10 years, like 9 seriously, but like I got my first pops like in 2013, so it's been like it's like 10-year anniversary of that, which is crazy. But yeah, like things change a little bit.
I feel like we need like some like
times like a sad,
like some sad song,
life,
like in the
life
background
goes on. Yeah. And it's true. It's still Ed wants to focus on action figures. Like I was doing that for a while. Like I like the cheap stuff. Like I did find like at Christmas time, you can't really see it, but I've got a Wolverine Marvel Legends that I saw at Target that I had to buy because it was the yellow Wolverine Marvel Legends for like $20 in my guest place. So I still have all those too that I bought with some of the WWE stuff as well that I haven't unpacked yet either. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Those were fun for a little while too, just because they were different. Like the pops are great and pops have everything, but like at the same time, I feel like I have everything.
Yeah,
Just
like everything that you like that's unique that you're going to want to. Like you're
kind
gonna
of
like,
like, yeah,
like because I said, because there's the only thing they could do right is like it's not anything else that they would do now would just be a remold of something else.
pretty much. Yeah.
Like it's not like they have like oh yeah this cool figure that they haven't done yet. Like since they've been around for so long, they've done pretty much everything.
Yeah,
So it's just a matter of like it'd be a new mold, new pose, new color, color wave, new something.
Yeah, glow in the dark, whatever. Yeah, even with that Sid and Marty Krofft one, right? There's a sleeve stack pop with that, and he's got like a slingshot in his hand. Cool if you didn't have the original one, but like I have the original one. Like, right? It's the little things like that. Like it's either metallic or here's another like glitter Freddie Mercury. Like, that's a whole thing too. Like, and actually like it's a diamond series, right? That it's like same page, right? The world needs another Batman. Let's diamond series it. I remember, I think it was the first Wednesday of the year. I forget what the Funko Shop item was, but like they sent out the email and it was like, here it is, like kicking off the new year. It's a new exclusive, and I'm just like super underwhelmed. I think the Freddie Mercury was the most recent one, but I feel like it was another like diamond series, and I was like, man, remember when we used to get excited about Funko Shop emails, or back before there were emails and things just dropped, and you had seconds to decide if you want to buy it,
and then some stuff you just bought no matter what. Like,
exactly,
so you
and then regretted it,
and then regretted it, right? Like, so you just bought it no matter what.
Because we were at work, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, I said, case in point, remember? I said that I still remember this to this day. Like I said, this was back when we were working at GoDaddy. I said we had a peer that we were working with. They had just dropped basically the re-release of the Cereal Monsters.
Yeah.
And so basically he said, I got a set. I said, Larry got a set. And then basically someone who didn't collect pops at all also bought a set.
Yeah. Just because.
Just because I said, because everyone got into basically the hype of basically trying to basically get these things.
Yep, exactly. Right. But that's when it was fun and challenging. Like that's really what they need to bring back, is they need to bring back that sense of urgency that's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it would reignite my flame, but like there's just no sense of urgency, and there's nothing that like I have to have, and nothing's limited anymore. And they even did I'm sure you saw, like they brought the Batman pop back out of the vault or whatever, and it comes in that vault box now, and like a pin and like some other stuff. But like, cool, I guess. All right, but it's limited 25,000. Like 25,000 is limited nowadays. Like it's crazy.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. 25,000. I mean, right? Like there used to be, and like the fun day stuff was always super low, but like 1,000 used to be a thing, or 1,500, and now it's
Yeah.
25,000 Batmans. Like I don't even know why you need to put 25,000 on it, because it's just
At that point, at that
such
point,
a big number.
At that point in time, just put the limited edition
Just out.
sticker on it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You don't even need a number. Just limited edition.
No, I don't think
Limited edition.
25,000 drives much, but I don't know, unless they're just that big. But yeah, that one, like it's just like, I feel like it's been changing since COVID. It's kind of the Funko collecting and community and social media team and all that stuff's just been changing over the last like 2, almost 3 years. And there's just been those times. There's been a couple of them recently. I'm just like, huh? Like I just
Honestly,
don't get it anymore.
This is what they should do. And I'm like, that they've done this. I said they've been doing this in the comic book community. I said recently,
Yeah.
And McFarlane has been doing this a lot. So like, to like kind of drive people to the stores and drive people basically to kind of like, hey, like have some fun.
Yeah.
So for example, like McFarlane the other day, he basically was like, he's like, hey, yeah, when I was with Ozzy, I'm like, we came out with, I did this comic book. We signed 1,500 of these comic books, and they made a scavenger hunt across the entire U.S.
And
so basically they listed out basically like 40 something shops of basically, hey, where they basically had these drops of these books at, and basically just hey, go have fun searching basically for this. Like I said, they could be basically anywhere. I said in these stores. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like,
that's cool.
Like no matter what. So like I said, you do something like that, right? Like where you're like, hey, you know what? You partner with like your Hot Topics and your box lunches and this something. Like, hey, guess what? We're dropping 2,000 pops. However, though, right? Like I said, we have these 2,000. They're just like I said, they're scavenger hunt at special locations, this, that, and the other, and you viral market campaign it. Like I don't know, like just something different, right?
Figure out a way to do it. I mean, even if it's just like Phoenix, right, or like Austin or Dallas, like the big cities, right? Mm-hmm. Like each big city, there's going to be one store that gets 12 of them, something like that, right? Like some set number to make it easy, make it worthwhile. But you don't know which Hot Topic in Phoenix is going to get it, because there's 20 Hot Topics, or
exactly.
Even Austin has like 3 or 4, right? Like with Round Rock and stuff. Like there's at least like a handful in each area, even for kind of the smaller cities, that you figure out a way to make it fun. I'm sure it'll leak and out and all that stuff, and people will steal them. But like hopefully, like the majority of the cities, it would be pulled off normally. But that could be fun. There's just not a whole lot of fun anymore. Like. There's nothing fun about like the 20th photo a day challenge of the year. Like, I mean, I know some people really enjoy that. And that's awesome.
Here's like that Ed can't win.
I know. And people who try hard, like Ed, don't even get to win. Like
Ed's been, he's been trying at this. I said a good long minute. Like, like, and Ed's had some amazing photos.
He has, right?
He's like I said, he's had some amazing photos compared to like some of the stuff that's won, right? Like I said, it's like if you're going, and I think that's the thing too, right? Like I said, if you're going to do the photo or something, like do it on basically like who's driving kind of energy in the community, or basically hey, who actually has a good photo, rather than just picking basically something random. Because like I said, some of the ones that win,
but even they're not the best. I stopped just because it really felt like there's this never ending photo a day challenge. Like it's like, we're out of ideas. Let's do a month-long photo a day challenge now. Like, oh, okay, cool. I'm officially out. But I just like, they're out of ideas. Like, I mean, photo a day challenges were cool like 2 years ago, but like, or way more than that, right? That was before I moved to Austin, so that has to be like 3 or 4 years ago.
Or to the side. This is another freaking genius idea, right? Release, I said, a new wave of pops. I said where they actually seal them in the boxes, right? I said they have like the little sticker, right? Like a little round sticker that basically goes over the top.
Yeah.
Freaking golden tickets, right? Like golden ticket experience to basically like almost.
Well, they did that with that Jeffrey one that one time. Remember?
Yeah.
And people loved it.
People love that.
The Toys R Us
do that. Yeah. So you have like a fun days type event, but basically, hey, with like 100 people, And if you want, and basically you have basically this, I said, this golden ticket. I said that's in this entire wave of pops where like you have people just buying nonstop just to try to basically get these golden tickets.
There you go. Then then you get something super special, super fun. Ed remembers the Toys R Us one too. I don't know. I don't remember what the prize was, but I don't remember. I don't remember ever seeing anyone win it. What's up, Mindy?
Hi, Mindy.
I don't remember seeing a prize on that. It's somebody probably won. Maybe they just were quiet about it. The prize was a trip to Funko HQ. Yeah, who knows? So it's just different. Like I couldn't tell you the last time I actually bought a pop. There's been nothing that's like, oh my god, I need it. I mean, I did buy that Grogu, like the 10-inch Grogu on Amazon around like Black Friday ish because it was like $10.
Yeah,
but it was like it's $10, and I was looking at looking at the top of my shelf, and I'm like, this would fit out of box perfectly right here next to my Batman Dorbs. So like I bought that one. But like other than that, like there hasn't been any that I'm like, oh my god, I need this right now. So oh well. Things change, man. It's all good. Still love Funko. Still love like the community, all that stuff. But they need to, like, Brian's back as CEO. Like maybe he needs a minute to come up with a way to bring back some of the fun.
There just seems to be like
it's stale.
It's stale, and I think that's the best way to describe it. It's stale. It needs something to reignite, like I said, it from being.
It's the
stale.
same. Even the cons, like it's Emerald City Comic Con, San Diego Comic. It's the same things that they've done for years and years and years. Like there's no surprises. The NFTs are cool. The NFTs are great. But they take too long to send you your physical redemptions. Like it's like 9 months.
Yeah, they need to. They need
the redemption.
They need to bank. They need to bank those and just have them ready to go. Like
figure out
to have like 4 or 5 different waves ahead of time, as I said before.
Exactly. And I get it. You get a month or whatever it is, 6 weeks to complete it for the royalty stuff. Awesome. And then as soon as that window ends and you cash in your coin, like you should be able to get your pop like a month or 2 tops. And maybe it's a supply chain thing, or I don't know if they're still having like problems with like shipments from China or like boats. And remember, all that stuff was a thing for a while. But that whole like 3/4 of the year to wait for my redemptions, that's way too long.
Oh yeah, no, agree.
Otherwise, that's another. I'm not that into it. Like it's cool, but not when it takes almost a year to get my stuff back.
Yeah, like I think they need something to just re-energize things. Like I said, just re-energize it. And I think I'd love to see that. Just like I said,
totally.
Just from from a community aspect, right? Like just like, hey, get new people into it and get new. Like I said, just something exciting, right?
Yeah. I don't know what that is exactly, but yes, like figure it out, because it's again, lack of a better word, it's just stale. It's the same kind of things, like I said, the photo a day, like it's been going on for years. Like it's cool, and I know there's people really into it, but like it's time to come up with something new, man. Like maybe that's why they cleaned house again. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got to be something. Remember, I missed the Twitch gaming streams. Those were fun.
Oh man, those were great.
Even playing, I forget what games they play. Like it was mostly Sully, right? So like Rocket League, Overcooked. I remember an Overcooked one. Like they would just like hang out. Like I miss the hanging out days.
The old Funcast days.
Yeah, exactly. Pew pew pew. But that's all. That was 3. That was 3 years ago when they all got laid off. So yeah. It's different.
You know what else is different?
What?
Ant-Man.
Yeah. Different but totally the same, because
it's different but totally the same.
Yeah. Right. Ant-Man and the Wasp. What's it called? Quantumania?
Quantumania.
Is that just what it is? Yeah, Quantumania. I don't remember when the trailer dropped, but the trailer dropped fairly recently.
So there's been 2 trailers, right? They dropped one trailer, and then they dropped basically this second trailer.
Yeah.
I was excited after the first trailer. I'm like, hey, this seems like it's gonna be different. I'm nervous after the second trailer.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, they dropped a lot in
Fair.
that second trailer.
Yeah, you're right. They kind of did, right? They might have overshared.
I think
like they do sometimes.
I think they overshared, and I'm like, and I think that's I'm like, oh, I'm like, man, I'm like, did you have to do that? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I think the fact that they showed Kang in costume in the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, you kind of just gave it. You gave away the farm there. I'm like, just make people go to the movie and see it. Like, I was already excited after the first trailer because you see him without his helmet, you see him talking,
Yeah.
to Scott Lang, this, that, and the other. Like, okay, like, hey, he's legitimate. Like, Kang is legitimately in it. So, like, hey, we actually might get a decent Marvel movie because the last few have been kind of stinkers.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
and we know who he is, right?
Yeah.
If you watch Loki, you know who he is. Like that was kind of enough.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, but yeah. So I think they gave away. I said a ton. I said in that. In that second trailer. But like I said, still want to see it. I'll still see it first day. I think it just has me nervous that I think they gave away. I said a little bit too much. I said during that second trailer, especially.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that yet, but you are right. It did, right? It shows a decent amount of the plot. It shows kind of the conflict between Scott and Kang. Like it's
Well, and like I said, it goes from basically. In the trailer, they basically set up, oh yeah, Scott and Kang are actually going to be working together. Like, so
yeah,
and literally gives away basically, hey, the Kang's going to turn on Scott.
yeah, because the first one showed that too, but then this one it just expanded on that, and then exactly, it's like clearly they're not on the same page
because so Janet's saying, oh yeah, hey, you can't trust working with Kang, this, that, and the other. I'm like,
yeah,
and then obviously they give it away that, hey, guess what? He's like, so obviously he ends up fighting Kang because of something ends up happening.
Right.
I don't know. I still see it day one, but I'm kind of nervous about that. Actually, here, funny enough, right? I actually went to the movies the other day.
Oh, cool!
And saw a non-comic book or sci-fi movie.
Really?
Yeah, like it was.
I don't even know what's out that you might have gone to see.
It's called Plane with Gerard Butler.
Oh,
and Mike Coulter,
like Airplane, right?
Yeah, and Mike Coulter said who plays Luke Cage, right? It was cool. It was a really good movie. It was a really, really good movie.
Interesting.
It was one of those things. I'm like, hey, there's just bored. There's just nothing to do. So I'm like, hey,
movies.
Lindsay, I'm like, do you want to go? I'm like, do you want to go? Let's do movies. She's like, oh yeah, sure, let's go. Well, what's out? I'm like, movie called Plane. I'm like, I have no idea if it's going to be good or bad. I just need to get out of the house.
Yeah.
I just need something to do. And so we went, and it was actually a really, really good movie.
Interesting. So it's I'm just reading like the synopsis that popped up when I Googled it, right? It's about the pilot who saves passengers from a lightning strike by making a risky landing on a war-torn island. Only to find that surviving the landing was just the beginning, right? So it's about a plane crash, and then kind of like Lost, I guess, the TV show, right? Like you're stranded and you got to figure stuff out.
Yeah. So essentially, they get stranded. I said Mike Coulter basically is on the plane. I said because he's being escorted by a couple of federal agents for a prisoner transport. So it's got like elements of like Con Air.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It sounds similar.
Yeah, it's like Con Air mixed with Lost, mixed with like I don't know, like so. But it was like it was a stupid action movie, but it was great just because I'm like this is great because I'm like I can just literally turn off my brain and just enjoy this movie.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it was great. Like I'm like it was like. It was between. They said the only thing that's out in the theater was either that or Avatar, and I still refuse to see Avatar.
Same. I have no interest. I've joked about that with my wife too, right? Because like we wanted to go to we kind of talked about going to the movies. Like same, like we just something to do, and that's one of the things we tend to do. But like I'm like, there's nothing to see. I'm like, wait, we go see Avatar, fully knowing that we both did not even make it through the first one. But yeah, I didn't. I vaguely remember seeing something about this. I didn't realize Mike Colder's in it. I do like him. Gerard Butler, he's pretty good too. But yeah, I hadn't even given this like a second thought. It just came out January 13th, so it's only been out for like a week.
Yeah.
I'm glad you went and saw it. It's got a 93% rating on Google, right? 93% of Google users liked it. That's pretty good.
Like I said, it was surprisingly good. Like it's probably the best movie I've seen in actually a while.
That's crazy. Way better than like Black Adam.
Way better than Black Adam. I said way better. I said than Thor. I said I like better than Thor. Way better than like literally anything Marvel's put out recently.
It's sad.
Hey, I'll finally get to see Black Panther here, and
it's coming. Still a couple weeks, right? February. There's no hurry. I'll probably rewatch Black Panther just because. But I was just, as you were saying that, like I haven't rewatched Thor yet. Right now that it's on Disney Plus, I don't. I did rewatch Doctor Strange, right? Multiverse of Madness. Shang-Chi. I've watched that again on Disney Plus. But I don't really have any interest in watching that Thor movie again. That's how bad it's gotten. Like I'm not in a hurry. So, man, I hope Ant-Man saves it. But
yeah, I hope so too.
Like you said, I don't know.
I'm like, I gotta make use. I'm like, so luckily, I'm still getting my Disney Plus for free. I'm like, otherwise, I would have canceled that a long time.
Yeah,
ago.
Nice.
There's thank you, AT&T Internet. But you know what I watched the other day? I'm like I had to go back in the vault. I said the old Disney Vault. I'm like, watched Heavyweights the other day. Like,
okay.
Man, great movie
with Ben Stiller.
With Ben Stiller,
the camp guy. Yeah. I haven't seen that in forever. It was a good movie. That's
on there. Go watch. Like I said, if you need something on the old Disney Plus to watch, I'm like, solid choice.
I was watching the X-Men cartoon because I know we've talked about that a decent amount on the podcast, but like Scott really likes it and stuff. I haven't watched it since I was a kid. Like I haven't tried to watch it since it came on Disney Plus or anything. So I started watching that the other day just because I didn't know what to watch. I'm like, how about X-Men? It's not bad. I'm still on like season 1, but it's pretty good.
I've had difficulty watching it on Disney Plus. It's a terrible transfer.
Oh, is it? I just kind of have it on when I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah, because whenever I watch it, right, and then I'm like, it's not like my internet or anything else. It just seems like super
got a bad copy or something.
like super choppy. Funko Lover brings up something. Said, is anyone watching Last of Us? Yes. This is the one thing that's on TV now that basically is the redemption basically for anything that's on TV right now.
Is it on HBO Max?
It's on HBO Max. So do you know much about Last of Us, Larry?
I know nothing. It's a video game, right?
So it's a video game. It originally came out on the PS3. Wow. Okay. What it basically deals with is basically a post-apocalyptic world. It's not like zombies, right? So there's a virus I said out there. It's called the cordyceps virus. So it's actually based upon actually a real thing. Virus as it starts kind of spreading everywhere. Like I said, society starts to break down. This, that, and the other. This has probably been the best adaptation of a video game that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, you could basically watch this and it's almost like you're playing the game and vice versa. Like you literally get the same experience watching the show as you do, playing the game. Especially this first episode. Like, it was almost frame for frame what the first couple hours of the game was. Like, it's freaky. Yeah, like I said, they did it back and forth.
It shouldn't be that hard, but like nobody's ever done that.
No one's ever done that.
Like these video games have good production and good stories and stuff. Like, right? Somebody's taking the time to storyboard out all the angles and all that stuff. So why not just borrow what already exists?
Exactly. I think that's the thing, because that's why like movies like Resident Evil and all those other, like they just go and screw it up. They already have the stories. I'm like, just
I know.
Like, you can literally just
borrow
copy these.
this.
Like,
It's,
oh,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
already paying for the the IP to be able to do it anyway. So I'm like, just hey, cheat and like you have all the storyboards, like just translate it.
Yeah, you're overthinking it. You're trying too hard.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
crazy.
this will change that then, because like I've seen a couple people say good things about it. I did think about it for a minute, but then I'm like, I don't really know much about this. Like, do you think someone who knows nothing about the video game is it still worth watching?
Oh, absolutely.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
Absolutely. If you know nothing about the video,
show.
I think that's the thing, right? Is like I said, if you know nothing about the video game,
yeah,
you could still
it's even.
You can still
there's no
watch it.
expectations. Yeah, right. The story is new. I did see, like I said, I saw a couple people say they liked it, including Nate. Shout out to Nate. It was on Nate's story the other day that he mentioned that it was a really good adaptation of a video game, right? Same kind of thing you just said, like probably the best ever. Like oh, okay. So that did catch my attention, but yeah, still didn't watch it yet. Maybe when it's all done. It's like episodic, right? Because Mindy says she's watching it each week, so maybe when it's all done.
No, it's definitely check it out. Like so, for example, right? Let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me present share screen. Like they're just ripping stuff directly from the game, right? It's like so like hey, they do this entire trip scene where they're basically, hey, driving by, hey, like I said, one of the houses on fire. They basically like I said take that shot and replicate it exactly like I said in the show. Like
cool.
There's so many shot for shot things like I said that are basically done exactly in the way in the show versus how they're done like I said in the game. It's absolutely crazy, but yeah, no, definitely check it out. Cool. It's definitely worth a watch. Yeah,
I might. Like I said, I haven't. Well done. I haven't been watching much, even though there's some okay stuff out. But yeah, maybe I'll check it out. Again, I kind of need something to watch because X-Men and season 8 of King of the Hill, like it's good, but I can watch something else in between. So, shout out to Galactic Brat. What's up?
How's it going?
Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Ed's good. Yeah, Ed, I'm with you. Like, I feel like if Jeremy really likes it, I know Nate liked it, Mindy likes it. Like,
so here's the thing, and I like I said, I don't know how long the rest of the episodes are, right? But the first episode's 2 hours long. The first episode, it's like a movie.
Okay, yeah.
Like so it's not. It's not even like I said. Like I get what Galactic is like. Hating the episodic release. Yeah, like I hate that.
Yeah,
but for the first episode, I was actually sitting there. I'm like, oh, they're gonna cliffhanger it pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then I actually had to pause. I'm like, man, I gotta go take a piss. I'm like, whoa, there's still like another 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprise! It's
like
a 2-hour episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, that helps. That's good to know because I figured it was 30 minutes, 45 minutes or whatever, kind of like the Marvel shows are. But 2 hours, yeah, that's enough. Where like you said, it's kind of like a movie. It gets you enough for the story. Like you're not just you don't, because I feel like if it's too short and I'm just sort of interested, I'm probably not going to come back for episode 2, 3. But if it gives me enough time where I'm invested, then they're more likely to win me back.
This is definitely one of those shows where like, if you watch the first episode, you'll get invested in it because it doesn't take so the entire and this is how they're doing it, right? So the entire first season is going to be the entire first game. They're actually not even stretching it out. So season 1 is game 1. So the first episode of the show, like you get the backstory, you get the I said what kind of makes some of the characters the way that they are. He basically lunges you basically into the future in the present day now versus what it was back then. Like it goes over a ton, like I said in the first episode. So like
it's cool.
They're keeping really good pace for what the game is, and like I said, it's like they're not, and they've already said they're not going to stretch it out. There's like season 1 is game 1, season 2 will be game 2.
And then Ed mentioned this, so there's only two games so far. So there's like after that, I guess it's to be determined if there'd be a third season.
Yeah,
which is okay. Like I mean, like it would be a while before season 2 came out anyhow and stuff. So
which like I said, I think like I said, here's the thing, I think I'm okay with like
yeah, it's okay.
like if you're adapting, I said if you're adapting a video game and you're gonna just stay true to the material, I'm okay
You
with it.
don't
I'm
have to. Yeah, didn't like Halo come up with kind of its own story and stuff? And
that's
yeah,
what
like just stick with
like,
it.
and
You
there's some
don't.
good moments of Halo. Like I said, there's definitely parts of episodes that I enjoyed. I said, did I enjoy the overall series? No.
Yeah.
But I'm like, was there certain aspects of it? Like, yeah, it was good. But no, like I said, I think with this, like, I don't need this to be a Walking Dead that's drag on for
there you go.
15 seasons, right?
Yeah,
Or
or kind of like Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, where like the source material ends and they have to come up with a way to extend it.
exactly.
It's right. I'd rather you just, even if it's successful and popular, you just stop, and it is what it is. Like that's okay. You don't need to try to continue something that doesn't need to be continued.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: the way you continue it, right, is find another game to do. Find another game to adapt.
Yeah, there you go.
Like
something similar. Yeah, let those guys
similar.
run
Like,
with it.
guess what? Yeah, I said you were successfully able to adapt this.
Yeah.
Hey, go successfully adapt something else.
Yeah, there you go. That would be cool. And yeah, and Mindy mentions that I'm sure they're working on game number 3 too,
I'm
right?
sure they are. Like I said, it's
popular.
It's an insanely popular game.
Yeah. So by the time season 2 films wraps up, released, maybe part 3 will be done, or they can start working on TV show for part 3 and stuff too. So yeah, who knows? Ed brings up a couple things that I actually wanted to bring up too, because I saw them on Ed's story earlier today on Instagram. Right. So he said Galactic Brett brought up 90s Show too, but right, Ed finished watching 90s Show today and absolutely loved it, and finished Wednesday today as well. Have you watched either that 90s Show or Wednesday on Netflix yet?
I watched Wednesday. Wednesday was okay. Like I said, it wasn't bad. It's just, I'm like, it's not my type of show. Like,
yeah,
it just,
I only watched the first 2 episodes and didn't go back to it.
Yeah,
it was okay.
It's just not my type of show.
Yeah.
90s Show, like, I haven't watched it yet. Like I said, I'm glad other people have watched it and saying, hey, it's actually pretty good. I was really nervous, I said, about it. Just because the trailer, I said, didn't do it any justice, and it was kind of cringy. So I had like no desire to watch it just based upon the actual trailer. But no, it's good that people are liking it, so I actually might go back and actually check it out.
Yeah, it dropped on Thursday, and since then, like, I've seen some clips too, like on, I don't know, like Instagram Reels or TikTok or something, right? I've seen short clips of it that are way funnier and way better than what that trailer was.
Oh, that trailer was terrible.
Yeah, exactly. It was not good, and I remember thinking like, okay, I'm probably gonna give this a shot, but like, this does not look good. But yeah, everybody said positive things, and like, I've seen funnier parts to it than what that stupid trailer showed. And yeah, and I saw Ed mentioned, I think on Twitter, that right, Kevin Smith got a shout out in episode 2. I think like something about renting Clerks like on VHS, and I did see that Kevin Smith liked Ed's tweet, which is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and tomorrow is Clerks Day, so that is very timely. I don't know what Clerks Day is. Is that the day Clerks came out, or is there like a day in Clerks, like the day in Mean Girls, like right, Clerks October Day or something? Yeah, 12. What's up, Manny? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for sharing out our stuff on Twitter. It's okay that you haven't been in the chat. We've been fairly inconsistent. This is only like our 3rd episode since Thanksgiving, so it's not like you've been absent for like, you haven't missed much. Like, we have not been around.
Yeah, it's been different.
Yeah, it's all right.
A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on.
The holidays were pre-planned, and Mike was out doing cool guy stuff last time, and then this time Scott had some stuff going on, but Jeremy and I are here, so it's all good. Still going.
Yeah, we got to keep it going. We got to keep people's favorite bi-weekly podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Going strong.
You can't do like 3 weeks in a row. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah,
can't do that at this point.
That's not us. Like I said,
no.
We don't want to be
we don't want to be a successful podcast that actually like shows up on time and tries hard. Like, that's no fun. We just show up when we want to. Yeah, there you go.
We got to keep our Cross the Streams media contract. And
there you go. It's still a thing, surprisingly. Shout out to Dwayne.
Shout out to Dwayne.
Yeah. Are you like talking about when we were talking about movies a minute ago? The video game stuff. Do you have any interest in seeing the Super Mario Brothers movie? Because that comes out in April 7th, with Chris Pratt as the voice of Mario.
No, like, well, and honestly, it's like, regardless of even Chris Pratt, like, I don't know. They
probably would see it anyhow. I think it looks okay.
It'd be one of those. It would be one of those movies I definitely wouldn't see in the theater. I'd watch it at home. Like,
Yeah,
so for example,
sure,
like, right,
sure.
like Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Didn't see it in the theater,
Right.
Yeah, enjoyed it thoroughly. I said at home. So like, it's not something I would just like. I'm like, oh my god, I got.
Unless it's one of those days like when you went and saw Plane, where you're like, I just want to. We should go out and go to the movies. Like, we need some movie popcorn. And then you go see it. But yeah, no, I will go day one. We will go opening day for sure. I think it looks good. I think it looks like they might be trying to cram too much stuff into it. Right, that second trailer's got like a Mario Kart scene and some stuff. I just worry that they're going to try to do too much and it won't be good. I mean, because it has to have an okay story too. But I don't know. I don't know how you kind of work Mario Kart into just kind of a movie where like Bowser's attacking like Peach's castle, and I don't know. Like, I just worry that they're going to try to cram, some, like, is there going to be like a Mario Party scene? Like, are you just like
Smash Brothers?
Yeah, it's Smash Brothers. Well, there is. There's like a Smash Bros scene too, where like they're fighting. I think like Donkey Kong's in it. They're fighting it like up on a platform. Like, it's very Smash Bros. So yeah, I just worry a little bit that they're trying to do too much all at once. But I don't know. Like, either way, I'm gonna see it.
Honestly, the movies that I'm probably excited for the most right now are, I'm looking forward to the new John Wick 4 Chapter 4. Like, just because I love all the freaking John Wick movies.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I said besides, like I said, besides Ant-Man coming out.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to. Have you seen the trailer for that movie 65? With Adam, basically it's the space Jurassic Park.
Oh, I have no idea what that is. Oh wow, okay, yeah. Literally, the poster has like a guy with a T-Rex behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a guy. That's Kylo Ren.
Adam Driver. Yeah. So essentially, right. So
okay.
Backstory is, I said, space explorers. I said I said he's basically transporting people to a different planet. Crash lands on Earth 65 million years ago.
Okay.
So basically, like I said, he's like, oh, this place isn't bad. Like I said, we can survive. Well, yeah, but it's during the time of the dinosaurs. So basically, he has to fight dinosaurs.
Cool. That sounds okay. I'm excited to see what Adam Driver can do. Kind of another actiony movie. Like, I don't hate him. I'm not right. The Star Wars stuff leaves a bad taste in your mouth, but like I do like him, so I hope that it's going to be good. No, I haven't. I didn't even know this existed until right now, so I'm gonna have to watch this trailer after this. Manny's it. Yeah, Manny and Ed, everybody in the chat saying it looks good. So
yeah, like it looks surprising, and then it's the same Raimi. I said it directed it. So like,
oh, okay, really? That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Interesting. Yeah.
Another, like I said, another HBO Max movie. Oh, it's on HBO Max right now. I said, do you want a weird movie to watch? Like,
sure, of course.
Something that's super weird. Like, it's a movie called The Menu.
The Menu.
Yeah. Is anybody in the chat seeing this?
The movie.
This movie was so weird. It was amazing.
It's an American dark comedy horror film. That's all I know.
So essentially, backstory is I said this like top, like I said, executive chef. I said he invited. I said there's a super exclusive restaurant. I said it's on this island, and so you basically have to get an invitation in order to actually get to this island. But this chef is at the top of his career, and then he finally he's like, he just had it being a chef. And so basically he invites all these people out. They said they are excited to basically try this, this new experience. He goes through different courses of the meal, and then things just get weirder and weirder and weirder throughout basically the different courses of the menu. But
it's different.
It's pretty good. I'm like, I can't give away much stuff without actually spoiling it. But like I said, it's you definitely want to. You definitely want to watch it.
It's good to see it. So maybe we could talk about it in a couple weeks. It sounds like something Scott would enjoy too. So no. Again, never heard of that. But I like weird and chef. Like it's kind of different. So that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
The ending is just like I said. It's a very Scott ending.
Okay, see, there you go. Perfect for Scotty.
Chef's
Perfect
kiss.
Scott. Perfect for Scott. Scott's that sick. Cool. I guess we're pretty much at time. Anything else going on? When's that Austin Comic Con? Or what's that called again?
Oh, it's
Galaxy Con?
Yeah, Galaxy Con Austin.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that the other day. Because we went to dinner on Thursday. And my wife was like, "Where do you want to go?" I'm like, "Where should we go to dinner?" And I was like, "Terry Black's," but I couldn't go to Terry Black's. And then I'm like, "Wait a minute! Like I could fly to Austin, get Terry Black's, and then come back like home the same day." But I'm like, "No, that's way too expensive." So I got September 1st.
They just said that. So now all the Star Trek people are coming.
Cool.
So you have Jonathan Frakes, Skeets McFadden, Will Wheaton, Armin Shimmerman, William Shatner.
That's cool.
A lot. So you've got Star Trek and Boy Meets World now.
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. So I guess where I'm going is I'm looking for an excuse to go to Austin at some point this year. There's a bunch of anime people too, which I guess makes sense. Like a bunch of anime people.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So they're all in Texas. So interesting. Yeah. So like soon at some point, even it's like just for the weekend. Like I don't know. I just want to go to Austin and go to Buc-ee's and eat some barbecue and come back. I was like a weekend trip. That seems doable.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Hang out with you guys, like some barbecue, and that's enough to go to HEB just because. It's just that kind of stuff.
Oh, you gotta do that. But you know what?
Oh, if you like Texas barbecue, if you like Texas barbecue, you should follow us on Instagram. We are at STS Guys. We are on Twitter at STS Guys, and we're on Facebook at the STS Guys. And I am Larry from the STS Guys.
Shilling like a villain.
Shilling like a villain.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
And if you like delicious coffee or super rad merch, you should check out Lost Astronaut Coffee Company because they have great coffee and really cool hats and stuff. If you use the link in our Instagram bio, you will save on your first order. Lost Astronaut Coffee Company. It's the best.
It's the best.
And if you like podcasts, guess what? I've got some friends who have podcasts.
I don't have friends. I got family.
That's right. Check out our podcast family. Like, there we go. Like I can't wing the list anymore at all because it's lost so many podcasts. If you like Talking Pops is at the top. There's no Talking Pops. You should check out the back catalog of Talking Pops. Check out Secondary Heroes. They're still around. Average Nerd Podcast, Nerdy Cures, Movie Retakes, Toy Rewind Podcast. They just did this awesome episode about this little army kind of guys called Guts. Really good episode. Check that out. Three Bears and a Mic with our buddy Dwayne. Just a little podcast. And Raw Boys, they haven't released an episode since October. So we're going to have to talk to Mike about that. I'm not sure what's going on with Raw Boys, but I hope I don't have to take them off the list. It's hard, man. But you know,
it's shrinking.
But you know who's still here? The STS guys.
Hey,
they're still here.
We're still here, and we're still going strong.
Exactly.
We're still going strong. Hey, there's only two of us today.
It's all right.
And we still made it work.
We're still here. It's good. Good
We're
times.
still, it's all good times.
233. For the 233rd time, we're still here. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Hey, thanks, chat, for hanging out. We appreciate you.
So we need to make a new. We need to make some new shirts, some new merch.
Yeah,
I can't fit in any of my, any of my merch anymore. So.
You know that the black screen printed one? I probably have one of those that I could send to you. We'll talk. Cool. I have to find the box in the garage, but I think I have a couple extras of those that I will get for you. But yes, we probably need a new shirt anyhow. I mean, that's the old logo. We need to do something new logo. So
yeah, we need a new logo.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
For episode 233, I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And we're the STS guys. Have a great night, everyone.
I got to do something. Okay. Wait, Scott. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's play this. Maybe. There we go. Scott song.
STS Podcast, guys. STS Podcast, guys. STS Podcast, guys. Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. STS Podcast. STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys.
Guys.